McLaren's recent unveiling of the W1, successor to the legendary P1, serves as a case study in the shifting automotive cultural landscape. While it will undoubtedly garner attention from automotive enthusiasts, something intangible is missing. A cultural resonance that was palpable with its predecessor and the so-called holy trinity of hypercars, the P1, the Ferrari and the 918. The W1's arrival elicits a tepid, "so what?" rather than the fervent anticipation one might expect for a flagship model from the creators of the iconic F1 and P1. In the rarefied world of supercars, a peculiar phenomenon persists. Thousands passionately debate the nuances of vehicles they may never see, let alone drive or own. This paradox underpins an entire industry where automotive journalism often amounts to critiquing the inaccessible. Yet, in the cold hard light of day, this seemingly irrational fascination reveals a profound truth about human nature. We are perceptual beings driven by complex, often inscrutable motivations. This relatively muted response can be partly attributed to the oversaturation of the market. The relentless parade of 1,000 horsepower hypercars has led to a kind of spectacle fatigue. Each week brings a new headline-grabbing machine, only to be forgotten in the next news cycle. This transience in car culture has diminished the concept of truly important cars, those rare few that transcend mere Veblen-good status to become cultural touchstones. Vehicles like the McLaren F1, the Ferrari F40, the Porsche Carrera GT evoke powerful emotions and serve as expressions of their respective eras. Their significance is difficult to articulate, yet universally recognised by enthusiasts. Often this resonance stems from a strong human factor, the F40 as Enzo Ferrari's final masterpiece, the McLaren F1 as Gordon Murray's magnus opus. When a car embodies the philosophy of a single visionary, it takes on greater meaning. The P1, while perhaps less personality-driven, represented a moment of technological advancement. Its hybrid powertrain, now commonplace, was once a thrilling glimpse into the future of performance, but as with all innovations, its impact has waned with time and ubiquity. In fact, it's now something that is somewhat looked on with disdain in modern supercars given its extra weight and complexity. And so enters the Gordon Murray T.50. Despite its extreme exclusivity, this car represents something meaningful due to Murray's unwavering philosophy. The T.50's appeal lies not just in the performance metrics, but in the sensory experience, particularly with its sound. In an era where some journalists valiantly champion the virtues of silent electric vehicles, good luck with that, lads, the T.50 stands as a testament to the visceral emotional appeal that makes cars culturally relevant. One can stand beside a T.50, absorb its presence and be moved by its very existence, and that's before we even get to the V12 inside it. You see, you don't need to drive it to experience it. The same can't be said for every other sports car or hypercar that seems to be hitting the marketplace right now. This capacity for emotional connection sets the T.50 apart from its contemporaries. While the latest McLaren risks become just being another indistinguishable freak machine that could easily be mistaken for a video game render, the T.50 emerges as a cultural expression of automotive passion. It's a reminder that in the world of committee-approved supercars, there's still room for the singular vision of a passionate creator. As we look to the future, one can't help but wonder if we'll see the likes of the T.50 again. This is a car that captures the imagination and stirs the soul, but in an industry increasingly driven by numbers and technology, perhaps the true measure of a supercar's greatness lies not in its specifications, but in its ability to ignite passion and create lasting cultural impact.